Guys, so I said I would update on my pre-op appointment for my hysterectomy, which is in 11 days. Um, my appointment was on Monday. It's now Friday. So anyway, when I went to the appointment, the original appointment with the gynecologist who will be doing my surgery, she gave me a booklet for the hospital, and it came with two papers that I had to fill out for this pre-surgical appointment, anesthetic questionnaire and just general health and insurance and all of that stuff. Um, I do not have any health insurance besides OHIP, which is Ontario Health Insurance Plan. So that means that everything is being publicly funded. I have no, I don't get a private room or anything like that because I don't have insurance that would cover that. Yeah. So anyway, I had to fill out those two papers. I went to the hospital, went to the registration, gave them a health card. They photocopied those papers and whatever. Then gave me the package and sent me to the pre-surgical appointment area. I wandered around like a lost puppy for a little bit because clearly I can't read signs and couldn't figure out where the hell I was supposed to go. And finally found it. And so I go in, give the papers, had to sit in the waiting room for a while, read some newspapers, whatever. And then I was called in, and the nurse, asked some questions about the questionnaires I filled out, just to make sure all the information was correct. Asked me who was going to be accompanying me on surgery day, who was going to be driving me, which is my dad. My mom will come to the hospital with me. My dad won't come in, but he will be driving me to and from surgery. Thankfully, this surgery is taking place in my city, which means it'll be like a 10-minute drive home. Was not looking forward to the long drive home after my last surgery, so this is a good change. Because I remember that drive home and it was not pleasant. So I'm looking forward to the short drive home, and I have to be at the hospital for 6:30 in the morning. I get out of bed around 3 p.m., so that will not be fun. Yeah, so 6:30 a.m. I have to be there. I don't know what time my surgery is at because it doesn't say anywhere in these papers. No one told me. But she said it's a 90-minute surgery, and it'll be an hour or so in the post-op room and then 2 hours in the day surgery room. So that'll be an actual hospital room that I'll be in there. And she said wear loose clothing, so sweatpants and whatever. I'm not allowed to bring anything with me. I don't need to bring my health card because I went to the pre-surgical appointment, so they have all my paperwork and everything there. I had to sign consent for blood transfusions if they need to do one. She had to take my blood, which no one told me was going to happen. I don't care. It doesn't bother me, but it was weird. She's like, give me your arm, and then just stuck a needle in it. And I was like, okay, hi. But blood work doesn't bother me anymore. I get it done like every 2 months. So, yeah. And I have to get more done. I don't know what this blood work was for because I have to get more done on 5 days before surgery. So I don't know why they couldn't just put it all into one, but whatever. I also had to do a urine test, which I've done one before, and I did it in a little cup, right? The little cups with the biohazard label on it, whatever. She goes, oh, you got to do a urine test and urine sample. And so she takes me to the bathroom, and she's like, here, just pee a little bit into this cup and, whatever, and then just leave it there. And I'm like, okay. It was literally a cup that you would get, those plastic cups you get at the grocery store, in the stack of 100 or whatever that you use at barbecues and parties. Those are big. Those are big cups. And I'm like, how do I pee into that? So, first of all, I didn't have to go to the bathroom because I didn't know I was doing a urine test. I would have drank some water beforehand if I knew that. Second of all, the cup was huge. And I'm like, how do I pee into this? Luckily, I can pee standing up. I don't need an STP to do that. I can actually pee standing up. So I managed to maneuver it to just pee standing up. But if I couldn't do that, I have no idea how I would have gotten urine into that cup because you can't. It's too big to be able to sit on the toilet and kind of put it underneath you. Anyway, it was a whole fiasco. I managed to get the urine sample. But that just surprised me that it was like literally just a cup that you would drink out of at a barbecue, and I was like, okay, you don't have the official little cups, whatever. Um, so what else? Also, didn't know. She's like, we may send you home with the catheter still in, and I was like, okay, because there can be urethral swelling, which means you can't go to the bathroom. Um, so she said, depending on how well I can pee, I may go home with the catheter still in. And then she said, we'll send a nurse to your house to take it out. And I was like, okay, ew, no, I don't want that. So hopefully everything goes smoothly and I do not have to come home with that in because I don't want that in for any longer than need be. Um, and she said I could be bleeding for up to 3 weeks. I knew that already, that after hysterectomy you bleed for a bit. Uh, what else? They're going to show me like leg exercises and things that I'm going to have to do. Also, I had to buy these sponges. These are like antiseptic skin cleanser sponges. So I have to use, I have to buy two. They were about $8 at the hospital pharmacy. They sell them at value. So if you go to a regular pharmacy, she said they're like $30, but I paid $8 for both at the hospital pharmacy. And so basically you have to, from the neck down, you have to do your top half of your body front and back, and then you do your legs front and back, and then you do your genitals and like your anal area last, obviously, and then you throw it out. So I have to do this the night before surgery in the shower, and then the morning of surgery in the shower as well. Not on your face. Don't use it on your face. Yeah. No deodorants, no sprays or anything, no jewelry, nothing like that. Um, oh yeah, the sponges came with a pamphlet to show me how to use them. Yeah, I think that's about it, honestly. My only question was when can I shower, and she said I could shower the next day if I feel up to it. If I'm still feeling kind of like I need to be laying down, then shower the day after that. So I could shower 1 or 2 days after surgery. That's fine. Um, yeah, I didn't really have many questions, so the appointment went kind of quick. Um, yeah, it's a day surgery. Thankfully, I can just go home. I don't have to spend the night in the hospital. She said if I have any problems, I will have to go back to the hospital. Um, but I'm hoping this all just goes smoothly and everything will be okay. I'm going to make another video about my feelings about this surgery coming up and everything, but this was just my pre-surgical appointment. Everything went smoothly. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, video topics, if you've had a hysterectomy and you want to give me some tips and pointers, please do so. I'm nowhere near as prepared for this surgery as I was for top surgery. I think this is more, and I also think most of the people in the States get it done differently than they do in Canada. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you soon.